Ever wondered how businesses register for GST? The Goods and Services Tax, or GST, is a consumption-based tax system that aims to streamline the taxation structure by replacing various indirect taxes. In many countries, including India, businesses are required to register for GST, and today we'll be exploring the process step by step. The first step in this journey is determining eligibility. While the specific threshold varies from country to country, generally, businesses with a certain turnover are required to register for GST. This threshold is set by the tax authorities and is a key determinant for businesses that need to join the GST system. Once a business verifies its eligibility, the next step is application. This involves submitting a formal request to the tax authorities, often via an online portal. The application generally necessitates providing detailed information about the business, such as its legal name, physical address, and the nature of its operations. Next comes the verification process. The tax authorities review the submitted application and, if needed, may request additional information or documentation. This is to ensure that all provided details are accurate and that the business meets the necessary requirements for GST registration. Upon successful verification, the business is issued a unique GST identification number, or GSTIN. This number serves as proof of registration and is essential for the business's future dealings with the tax authorities. Now, it's important to remember that once registered, businesses shoulder additional responsibilities. These include collecting GST on their sales and claiming input tax credits for the GST paid on their purchases. But what does this mean? Essentially, when a business sells goods or services, it must add GST to the price and collect this from the customer. This collected amount is then paid to the tax authorities. In contrast, when a business buys goods or services, it pays GST. However, it can claim this paid amount as an input tax credit, effectively reducing its overall GST liability. Compliance is key in the GST system. Businesses must adhere to all GST regulations, as non-compliance can lead to penalties, including fines or even legal action. So, to summarize, businesses start by determining their eligibility for GST based on their turnover. They then submit an application to the tax authorities, providing detailed information about their operations. The authorities verify this information and, if all is in order, issue a unique GSTIN. Once registered, businesses must collect and pay GST on their sales, and they can claim input tax credits on their purchases. Compliance with all GST regulations is crucial to avoid penalties. Remember, the process and requirements for GST registration can differ from one country to another, so always refer to the specific regulations of the relevant tax authority for accurate information. That's the GST registration process in a nutshell. It's a critical part of doing business in many countries, and understanding it can help businesses ensure they're meeting their tax obligations and making the most of the GST system.